Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread here for Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on when these videos drop. So, even better, flip on that notification bell. That way you can get the best of the number with us. Let's get to the cappers like we always do, see how they're rolling along here on a Tuesday. And then we'll get to the three plays we got for you on the diamond. Let's head on over to Al to get us started here today. How are you doing, Al?
Doing pretty good, as we were saying last time. Had finished the week off pretty strong, so looking for another strong week here. A little more about baseball action before we get everything else going. So, we still, not that we haven't started looking at the other sports, but still very focused on baseball for now. So, can't wait to get these games.
Definitely. Still about 4 weeks or so away from the actual official day of fall. So guess what? We're still in the Dungeons of Summer here. Looking at the games on the diamond, we have seen some numbers start to rise, as we know. As we get later in the dog days of summer, we see some of them. We start to see the cream rise to the top, as they say. I don't know where to Ramon. How you doing here on the Tuesday, Ramon?
Yeah, it did feel like a pretty good weekend for us. I think we're on a pretty good roll here. So why wouldn't we keep it going here this week on Cover the Spread? We know we got some big series once again. So, Al, hats off to you, buddy. Good luck, Dodgers.
Yeah, right? Dodgers.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna get us in the rough form there after that series against the Angels, huh? But I guess we had some making up to do after getting swept by them again. So sorry we had to take some anger out on you guys.
Took a little payback out, is what they say. Yeah, took a little frustration out from the Angels getting whooping them, and then they were like, "Oh, the Padres!" Got me too. So
maybe looked ahead a little bit to that series and looked over the whole series with the Angels just to look ahead to this series. But hey, I'm glad
Not
we
only
bounced
is
back.
Al's wall Dodger blue, but his entire home is actually Dodger blue. I don't know if you guys know this, but
right.
It's actually there's other shades of blue throughout my house.
Right. You have the home blue and you have the away blues.
I
Watch
let
out.
the
There's
I
a
let,
mixture of
I let the kids pick their colors too, but it ended up different shades of blues. Yes, 50 shades of blues here.
and Al went into Sherwin-Williams. He just took off his hat and said, "Match this color."
Nice. All right, let's get into Tuesday's action. Speaking of Al, he's going to get us started. He's going to get started here with the Phillies and the Seattle Mariners. What do you like, Al?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna like this pitching advantage we got here with Christopher Sanchez getting the start for the Phillies, having a great season, going up against Bryce Miller. He'll be coming off an elbow injury, so that can always be tricky for a pitcher. He pitched 76. He threw 76 pitches in his last rehab start, and hasn't seen a major league start since June 6th. So it's been a while for him. Again, only going 76 pitches. It's not terrible, but we'll have to see how deep he can get into this game. And obviously, uh, expect Sanchez to get his team off to a better start here. Expect him to get plenty of run support off of Miller and take the Phillies, who are actually, they're priced pretty close on Monday here in a tougher pitching matchup. Not that Suarez has had good numbers, but tougher pitching matchup against Gilbert, having himself a great season. I'm expecting the Phillies to be a little bigger favorites here, so we'll take them on the money line and run line on Tuesday. We'll take the Phillies -1 here to get the job done and win by 2 at home.
And on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Phillies or Seattle here on Tuesday?
Yeah, I think you just got to trust the Mariners bringing Miller back here in time for, they need him here at this point to be effective. And when you're coming off, an elbow injury, that always is a little bit uncomfortable. Guys are like, am I on the edge of losing my elbow, if you know what I mean? So Sanchez, we know still solid numbers, 2.45. Maybe he's had a little hiccup here, but he's still 8-14 to the under this season. And both teams are kind of riding on under streaks coming into the series. It was Seattle had gone under in 8 of their last 10 on the road. We just saw them on the continue that road series. We saw them in that ballpark on Sunday night playing that Little League game. Maybe they should have played in that 200 foot stadium instead. Maybe they could have had a chance there against the Mets instead of a bigger ballpark. I'm going to go under here. Phillies have gone under in 7 of their last 9 coming into the series on Monday. And on Tuesday here with Sanchez going, I'm going to go under here with Seattle and Philadelphia.
And for me here in this one, I'm going to look to a prop. I think that Al's on the right side of things with the Phillies here in this one. Miller, before the elbow injury, didn't look good. He was giving up runs left, right, center, all over the place, and also giving up the long ball as well. He gave up a long ball in each of his last 4 starts before that elbow injury. So I think the Phillies, at least someone's going to hit a home run, and we're going to take Bryce Harper to hit a home run here for the Phillies. Today, I think he pops one out here in front of the hometown crowd. They love watching Harper hit home runs, so I'll take him today as a prop to get us a dinger. That wraps up the first game we looked at. Let's head on over to the second one. We got on the diamond for you here today. Texas, Kansas City. This is Ramon's game. He's going to get us going. What do you like? Royals or Rangers?
Yeah, Kelly over here at Texas right now. I said it could be a little bit of a rebirth for him, especially when he pitches in the Texas ballpark. Now, this is in Kansas City, but still, Texas snapped a bit of a losing streak there on Sunday. And like I said, with Kelly, maybe it'll be a little bit of rejuvenation here now, getting to be on a real contender here at this point. We know that, Texas here in the situation right now coming in, still plenty of work to do. Neither of these teams are inside the playoff bubble at this point, so it's an important series for both, especially if someone could get a sweep here out of these two. They're both about 4.5, 5 games out of the wild card. But Lugo's had a very solid season, it feels like, as well. And both these guys have excellent numbers against the respective opposing team. Kelly has a batting average against close to 190 against Kansas City. Meanwhile, Lugo, modest number of at-bats here, too. 071 is Texas against Seth Lugo coming in here. So 4 of the last 5 in the series had gone under, so I'm going to take the under here with Texas and Kansas City on Tuesday night.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one? Texas or KC?
Yeah, maybe earlier in the season, I would maybe I'm not giving them too short of a leash here, but maybe earlier in the season, I would have probably been all over Seth Lugo and the Royals in this one, but he has not that I disagree with Ramon's look. I do like the under in this one as well, but not as sharp as he was earlier in the season, Seth Lugo. And on the other side, I just think Kelly's been the better of these 2 starters. So I also like this Rangers lineup better. So I'll take the Rangers here to get the job done in this one.
And for me here in this one, I think Seth Lugo can have himself a good start here in this matchup. His numbers are definitely better at home this season than what they have been out on the road. So give advantage to Seth Lugo there in that matchup. And Mel Kelly, he's got touched up a little bit in his few starts here with Texas. Maybe it's been nerves with the new team a little bit. Definitely not numbers where we were seeing him go give up 1 run, 2 runs, 1 run. But I think he had one little blip against the Phillies. Against the Phillies, of course. Give him that. And then the matchup against his old squad might have been a little bit nerving there. Gave up only 2 earned runs. Gave up a few hits, though, if you look. 7 hits, 6 hits, 5 hits. So for me here in this matchup, I'm going to take the Kansas City Royals here in the first 5 to get the job done. I think Lugo at home can hold down this Texas squad that they're struggling right now. If you look what they've been doing over the last 10, they definitely shooting themselves in the foot when they were looking like they were on the rise. We've seen their bullpen give up a few games, and it's just there's the Texas bullpen, I said, and you look over the last 10, it hasn't been good. Give it to Kelly. I think he does have himself a good start here as well, but over the first 5. I think it's probably like 1-0, 2-0. So even the first 5 under might not be a bad look as well. Hey, that wraps up the second game we looked at. Let's head on over to the final game we're looking at in Tuesday's action. And hey, we got the Brewers taking on the Cubs. This is a game I like. I'll get us started here in this one. You look for the Brew Crew. Hey, we got Brandon Woodruff on the bump. And man, has he been a welcome addition to this Milwaukee squad, because in his 7 starts, they won all 7 games. Hasn't given up more than 2 runs in those starts. And he's gone at least his last time out against the Pirates. Hey, he only went 4 innings, but all the other ones, most of them 6 innings, 7 innings. Definitely been dealing along as Brandon Woodruff. And then you look on the other side of things for the Cubs, you've got Boyd, who's having one of those career years. He's been solid for the Cubs as well this season. So for me here in this one, I like the under. I think this is definitely going to come down to a pitcher's duel. Also, I think you get a little bit of tired arms. They got to play a doubleheader on Monday. So coming into this one, I think these starters go deep. I think they go 5-6 innings each. And we get ourselves a pitcher's duel, because sometimes, hey, you get a little bit of tired arms here after a doubleheader day, which kind of lends itself to pitchers getting more strikeouts for me. So I'm going to go to the under. Brewers Cubs here on Tuesday. Let's head on over to Ramon. What do you think here in this one? Brewers or Cubs?
Yeah, the Brewers are the best win-loss team against left-handed pitching, but I don't know if that matters here. This is a very good pitching matchup, no matter how you look at it. I think, the Cubs have been dropping Boyd starts here of late. We know Woodruff has been terrific since coming back, but I agree, Rod. I think these guys go off and get started very, very strong here. Yeah, maybe it was disappointing to see the Brewers with that winning streak snapped. That was pretty magic for sure. We always love to see some great things in sports, and I was bound to end. It almost didn't end again, but the Reds nicked them at the wire there with that walk-off there. So I'm going to go ahead and go under in the first 5 with these 2 pitchers right now. I just think they're just going still strong. I still have confidence in Boyd. Still got a 2.46 ERA coming in. So Cubs had gone over and under in 6 of their last 7 and 8 of their last 10 coming in. So let me try that under in the first 5 with these 2 solid pitchers in this one.
Yeah, you look at his Boyd in his last start was against the Blue Jays, and look what he did in that matchup, holding down the red-hot Blue Jays bats that are hitting over 300 over the last month. So, hey, yeah. Congrats to Boyd, and this should be a good one. I'm looking forward to this game in general. What does Al think? Brewers, Cubs.
Yeah, definitely should be a great matchup here. I completely agree with you guys. Should be a great pitchers duel between these 2 guys having great seasons. We'll give the edge to Woodruff, though, if you had to. He's just been that much sharper, I think. And I'm reading here that no, sorry, old news. Anyway, sorry, back to this one. Yeah, I like, I guess these guys are going to make me pick a side here. I guess I could go with a prop, and maybe I'll give you a little bit of both. But if I had to pick a side in this one, then I probably will. I like the Brewers here to get the job done. As I said, just slight edge to Woodruff over Boyd, with all due respect to what Boyd's done this year. And so I think he gets his team off to a better start. And you could also take a shot on Suzuki, though, who sees Woodruff pretty well. I know you mentioned how well these guys have done against each other. But Suzuki has 5 hits and 8 at-bats against Woodruff with 2 doubles, a home run, and 3 RBIs. So could definitely look at a Suzuki RBI prop, and not just as a hedge, but we could also be giving ourselves a great shot to hit both. So take the Brewers and Suzuki RBI.
Hey, that wraps up Tuesday's action here on Cover the Spread. Hey, let us know in the comment section below what you think of the 3 games we covered. Or, hey, let us know what your favorite play of the day is in the comment section below. We appreciate everybody that tunes in here to Cover the Spread. Hey, let's do a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got the Phillies taking on the Mariners. This is Al's game. He says take the Al special, take the Phillies -1. Next game we looked at, we got the Texas Rangers into Kansas City to take on the Royals. This is Ramon's game. He says grab the under in this one. Next game we looked at, we got the Brewers taking on the Cubs. Hey, another under for me. Brewers, Cubs on Tuesday. Hey, thanks everybody as always for tuning in. Appreciate everybody that joins us here daily. Shout out to you guys. And then also shout out to what we always do here. And you know what that is? Cover the spread!
Cover.